New York carried a different kind of cold one that didn't just numb fingers but quietly settled inside the heart. Olivia Martin felt that chill every night as she walked through the empty hallway of the radio station. Her footsteps echoing like a reminder of everything she was trying so hard to forget. She hosted a midnight show called Heartline Stories, words that touch the soul. Listeners loved her because she wasn't just a voice on the radio. She felt like someone who understood. Someone who listened without judgment. Someone who held other people's pain gently. What they didn't know was that Olivia herself was breaking. 2 months ago. Her fiancé Daniel had ended their engagement with the simplest, coldest sentence, "Liv, I don't think we want the same future anymore." That night shattered her not loudly or dramatically, but slowly, quietly, painfully. Now as she adjusted her headphones in the studio mirror, her eyes looked a little red, a little tired. But her voice remained steady. Pain teaches you how to perform. The clock struck midnight. The on-air light blinked. Good evening, New York. This is Olivia Martin, and you're listening to Heartline Stories. Her soft voice filled the room, but the emptiness inside her stayed. The first caller of the night was a young man whose voice trembled. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I lost someone. Someone I loved. Olivia leaned forward. It's okay, Jonathan. Take your time. I'm here. His girlfriend had died in an accident 2 weeks ago. He was supposed to pick her up, but she'd told him not to worry. I'll take a cab today. That was the last time he heard her voice. Olivia felt something crack inside her. Some pain connects so deeply, it stops feeling like empathy and starts feeling like memory. When the show went on break. She stepped into a dark corner of the studio and wiped her tears quietly. Loss always finds the same place in the heart. Call after call came heartbreak, loneliness, betrayal. She listened to every story as if it were the only story that mattered. But the last call of the night changed everything. A warm voice said, "Hi Olivia, I hope your show can help me too." She felt something shift. What's your name? Ethan. Ethan Cole. He was a writer who had lost his ability to write after a painful heartbreak. His honesty felt different, gentle, real. For the first time in weeks, Olivia felt connected. Ethan ended the call softly. Thank you, Olivia. You saved my night. Some stories don't end with goodbye. Some begin with one. The next night she felt restless, hoping though she wouldn't admit it that Ethan would call again. When midnight came, she started the show with extra warmth. After a few calls, line 4 blinked. She pressed it. Heartline Stories. This is Olivia. Hi, it's Ethan. She smiled. Good to hear from you again. I didn't want to bother you, he said. You're not bothering me, she whispered. He talked about writing, Brooklyn cafes, stories he used to imagine. Then he asked, what about you? What's your story? Radio hosts never get asked that. She hesitated. I listen to others so I don't have to face my own. Did someone break your heart? Yes. I was engaged. He changed his mind. Ethan said gently. Then he never deserved you. His sincerity undid her. By the end of the night, he said, talking to you makes writing feel possible again. She replied, listening to you makes healing feel possible again. Before hanging up, he asked, can I call again tomorrow? Yes, she said without hiding it, and 2 broken hearts found a place to breathe. By the end of the week, Ethan's calls weren't just part of the show. They were the highlight of Olivia's nights. Listeners noticed too. They didn't know who Ethan was, but whenever he spoke, the show felt warmer, softer. They started calling him the Midnight Writer. Olivia found herself laughing again, smiling again, feeling again. One night, Ethan read a piece he had written, his first in months. Your writing is beautiful, she said. And you, he replied, bring people back to life. The studio grew quiet. She didn't want the call to end. Ethan asked, do you ever think about meeting listeners? Then, softly, I've been thinking about meeting someone. You. He told her he would be at the Brooklyn Bridge Cafe at 5 p.m. tomorrow. I'll bring a book. If you show up, I'll know. Fear battled hope inside her. But the next evening, she stood outside the cafe, heart trembling. What if he wasn't what she imagined? What if she wasn't what he imagined? She looked through the window and saw him, gentle, quiet, honest, holding a book. He looked up and smiled. You came. I did, she whispered. They talked for hours. Not like strangers meeting for the first time, but like 2 souls who had been walking toward each other long before this moment. When she finally stood to leave, he said, I don't want to be just a voice on your radio. I want to be someone in your life. She breathed softly, and I don't want to keep healing others while staying broken myself. He held out his hand, not demanding, just offering. She took it, and in that simple gesture, two hurt hearts began to beat again. Not perfectly, not magically, but gently. Together.